Yo, what's up YouTube? So today we doing my top 10 shows of all time. I'm talking from anything like to anime, sitcoms, regular shows, and all that, bro. That is what we doing today. And it's in no particular order. So let's see. So for number one, we're gonna go with SpongeBob, bro. I just feel like I couldn't do this list without my boy right here, SpongeBob. You feel me? Like, all right, so SpongeBob was iconic, bro. I feel like every kid in the world knows it. I feel like it's the most popular cartoon ever. Besides that, bro, like, it's just so iconic. Like, we get memes from it, and they're relatable people, like Squidward, Mr. Krabs. Like, I feel like on the surface, it's, just childish and stuff, but if you actually look deep into it, they be actually spinning some real stuff. That's why I love SpongeBob and had to be on this list. One reason I like SpongeBob, like, I be feeling like SpongeBob myself when I be at, my fast food joint. Cooking it up, feel like SpongeBob, you know, being nice to the customers and stuff. He taught me how to tie my shoe. I'm pretty sure he did. I remember the song. Speaking of songs, the theme song, beautiful. One of the best theme songs I've ever heard. All right, let me stop the glaze. But you get it. It's very good show. And I feel like SpongeBob was that show that when I was watching a scary movie as a kid, that's what I'll put on to like get the scariness out of my head, escape or whatever. But yes, SpongeBob had to be on this list, man. No explanation even needed for real. SpongeBob, man. SpongeBob. Number two, we got One Piece. Yes, the anime. One Piece is just goated. Like, I remember when I first started watching One Piece. If I recall correctly, it was my 6th grade year. Waiting for the bus, I decided to click on it, and my eyes were open to a new world. And since then, I too wanted to become king of the pirates. So as I recall, that was how I got into One Piece. Mind you, that was 6th grade. I'm graduated, 18 years old now. So I still kept up with it. I'm happy that it has like 1,000 plus episodes. I just got something to watch all the time. I mean, they're not uploading right now, but boom. When they come back in April, have a video every Sunday or Saturday, I forget. So yeah, I do watch anime, so I had to put my favorite one on there, of course. You know, let's talk about it. Luffy, bro. Like, Luffy's just an interesting character to watch. Like, I feel like whatever he's doing, bro, it doesn't have to be canon or not. I don't care. Like, as Luffy's doing something, it's just fun to watch. Him and their crew. Like, I've been watching it for so long, I feel like I'm part of the crew now. Feel me? We all gonna become king of the pirates. At first, it seemed like a guy just wanted to become, the pirate king. But, like, it tackles so much real world things that's like, let's talk about slavery, colonization, just so much things like, you know, it's deep. It's real deep. And by far has one of my like best memories, like back in my dad's store. Like every day I'd watch and spam episodes while eating tons of Cocoa Pebbles, like boxes on boxes. Yeah, like I'll never forget that. So special place in my heart, waiting for it to end. Hopefully I can see the end of One Piece. Number three, since we're on the topic of anime, I would have to say Naruto. I'm pretty sure it's the first anime I've ever watched that I've like completed. I skipped some filler episodes, but that's beside the point. Naruto is goated. Talking Naruto, the original, and Naruto Shippuden, whatever you say, I don't really consider Boruto part of that right now. Kind of ruined it for me. But Naruto was, just like that never give up mentality. And the speeches, that's what I like the best. Like the speeches in it, like Madara's pain, was very, very eye-opening. I didn't notice that as a kid when I was watching it, back in like, elementary. But when I grew up, man, they was talking some real stuff. The boxing, like, they were throwing hands. I love the visual. Naruto versus Sasuke, Kakashi versus Obito. They were all like just straight boxing. I just feel like it's a very wholesome show to watch. Like if anybody's to watch any anime, I would recommend Naruto first. Kid Naruto, all the way to adult. It's like just a wholesome story, man. Shoot, I love it, man. My first anime, I'm pretty sure, so I love it. So it had to be on the list. All right, number 4, we got Family Guy. Family Guy, man, I just started watching it. I started watching backwards, season 24, backwards. And man, this show actually makes me laugh. You know, when I be eating my food, I be like, just put on some Family Guy. They always got something good going on. I like it's authentic. It's like a little bit of, you know, offensive humor, but man, it's good. Like, I really took inspiration from their cutaways. That's why in my videos, you'll see me doing a lot of that. It's from them, you know. I really love the cutaways that they do. Just makes the show feel a lot better. And then there was one part where when they're actually, you know, aware of the cutaways that they're doing. I love when Family Guy does stuff like that. And they're aware that they're in a show acting. I've never seen nothing like that before. Yeah, they have a good theme song too. I love Peter. The whole family's just good. You know, Family Guy. Shoot, it had to be on there. Had to be on there. All right, number 5, we got, let's get a drum roll. Snowfall. Yep. Like, Snowfall, that was like very complete story. Like, I've never seen like a hood say story like this before. Like, it had time to get fully fleshed out. Like, the whole stories, the whole 6, 7 seasons, just, it was so high stakes, just so fast paced. I just never got bored of that. I finished it so quick. Props to the guy who put me on. Let's talk about the acting skills of Franklin Saint, man. I don't know the name of his real name off the top of my head, but he was a great actor, and especially like that he was British too, and he was playing like an American gangster, just makes it a whole lot better. Like, he really did that. So, you know, I'll be doing cutaways. There's no way I'm not going to try Franklin Saint right now. So, watch this.
And you gonna get off his corners? You gonna leave his people be? Or you the one that's gonna find yourself a new plug?
You don't mean that shit?
The fuck I don't. I built this shit. Me. Brick by brick. And I'll be damned if I let you tear it down just because you don't like the way another nigga talk.
You gonna stay off the corners? You gonna let those people be? Or you gonna have to find yourself a new plug? You don't mean that. I don't. I built this shit. Me. Brick by brick. And I'll be to let it burn down just because you don't like the way another talk.
Fix it. I did everything. I showed them compassion. I showed them mercy. I walked away. I was the bigger man. And look where the fuck it got me.
I showed him mercy. I showed him compassion. I walked away. I was the bigger man. And look what it got me.
Now, after everything I've done for you, you gonna sit there with a life raft and watch me fucking drown? I'm the reason y'all got this fucking money in the first place.
After everything I did for you, you're just gonna sit there on your lifeboat and watch me freaking drown? I'm the reason we have it in the first place.
What about Mr. Right? What about him? What about Kevin and even Rob, or man boy, your dad? And all the you and your little motherfucking minions done plotted on in between. Tiana, Khadijah, Lenny, Carvel, him, her, him, bodies.
What about Mr. Right? What about man boy, your dad, and all the other you and your them plotted on between? Khadijah, Tiana, Corvell, him, her, bodies. Yeah, I got a little carried right there, but you know, his name is Damson Idris. All right, and great actor, by the way. And when I watch the show, I just feel like, dang, I gotta go get a bag myself. That's how it makes me feel. But shoot, if you know, you know. Next one, we got, I think this is number 6. We got Lee Wei-young. It's on Netflix right now. It's a C-drama, pretty sure. They speak Mandarin. But I think it was the first one of those I've ever watched. And so, like, it had a special place in my heart. I like the fact that it took place in, like, ancient China, I think. Yes, ancient China. And it was just very heartfelt. Like I felt everything. Like I felt like love and anger, especially anger. They had this one character that like I just absolutely hated, bro. I mean, she played her role very nicely, but dang, I hated her. But man, I love the show though. I love the show. I love the way it wrapped up, very complete. Yeah, it was my first really like Asian show that I really watched, you know. And so I guess it just found a place in my heart, and so it had to be on the list. It's a very good coming up story. I don't know how to explain it, but just know like, dang, it's gonna pull on your heartstrings, man. For real. But yeah, that's it for that one. Number 7, we got Scarlet Heart Rio. It's also a C-drama, I'm pretty sure. Very good, man. Very good. Like, dang, like talk about love stories. This one, bro, it almost made me cry. Almost. But I didn't. Big boss. Feel me? But yes, this one very good. They fighting over one girl, but it's like it's typical basically like storyline I would say, but like they did it in their own way, which made it unique. You know what I mean? I think the soundtracks had to play a major part. Those soundtracks in that show were so good. Shoot, like, yeah, the soundtracks played a major part. They had to. But besides that, the show is really, really good, man. I definitely had to put it on the list. It's my all-time favorite. I do want to rewatch them one day when I'm old and gray. Number 8, we got Regular Show. So I had to choose out of the Cartoon Network shows which one was the best, because as a kid I always watched Cartoon Network, so I had to choose at least one from Cartoon Network. So I was like, I just thought to myself like Regular Show, because it's the most relatable. Like they turn little things like Jinx into like a whole episode. The Bench, Punchies, it's all like stuff that we can relate to. I've never seen a show like that. Like the video games, yeah, it's top tier. I would say the best Cartoon Network show. But let me give an honorable mention to Amazing World of Gumball. And yes, Amazing World of Gumball, because that was the one I was kind of competing with. But I just noticed that out of like storyline, then, you know, it was a Regular Show. Speaking of storyline, spoilers ahead, like Pops, man, that ending, like, that ending was good. Really, really good. Like, from regular, everyday, you know, just episodes, nonsense, good nonsense though, it went to that ending. Pops had to fight evil Pops, those boxing, boom, 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 and Pops died. I think it was a very wholesome ending, you know. Yeah, just one show I really like was that. Especially when they be like, oh, and they did that. Yeah. Number 9, we got Moesha. You know, M to the O to the E to the. Yeah, y'all get it. But man, the theme song, bro. Every time that theme song, bro, I be feeling it, man. I'm not gonna lie, I really feel and dig the theme song. And shoot, let's talk about like sitcoms. This sitcom was just wholesome, like in my heart. You feel me? Maybe because I'm black, you know, I kind of relate. But still, I think it was very good overall for all audiences, though. Like from Hakeem coming to the house all the time, and we saw like Bernie Mac and other famous characters on it. It was just like, yeah, this show is it. It was like first time I've really watched a sitcom like beginning to end, you know. I maybe skipped some episodes, but you know. But like, you get what I'm saying? Like beginning to end, it was just like you saw Moesha grow and all that, like the relationships and, you know, the ups and downs. I just feel like, especially Lil Miles growing up, yeah. It's definitely something I'm going to rewatch when I'm older. I just watched it on Netflix when it came on. I've been hooked. Then I started watching a lot of other black sitcoms like Sister Sister, Smart Guy. Yeah, I don't know which one I watched first, but Moesha had a special place in my heart. Like, yeah, love Moesha, man. One thing I might have liked about it is like it felt so real. Like they actually had real problems and stuff that they went through. And I think that was just good to watch. I don't know. I've never seen a sitcom better than this, so I had to put a sitcom on here, you know, to represent all genres. And this definitely top 10 of all time, man. And number 10, we got the originals, the spin-off of Vampire Diaries. I did like Vampire Diaries, but when I watched the originals, man, I really loved that. You know what I'm saying? I really love that. Like vampires and all that. Like I barely remember Twilight growing up, but I watched this like 4 years ago, I think. Man, I was just so hooked, bro. Like I love the characters, Klaus, Elijah. They just really held up the show, I'm not gonna lie. Like, but I do like Rebecca too, Marsilius, all of them, man. They all did good playing their part, especially Klaus. Like, he's a poetic crash out, yeah. Like, he be just spitting words and words, like, dang. And of course your son is true. I mean, why else would I show interest in my own flesh and blood? A heartbroken little crybaby points his finger at me, and my own brother falls in line, eager to believe it. How quickly you believe the worst, especially when it comes from her, my big brother. So you doubt my intentions? Well, I can't say I'm surprised standing next to the noble Elijah. How can I be anything but the lesser brother? A liar, a manipulator. That's all I am to you. Judging by the way Haley hangs on to your every word, it's clear she feels the same way. No doubt my child will as well. You've said all that needs to be said, brother. I'll play the role that I've been given. He was your first love. I intend to be your last, however long that takes. And in the one moment you could have chose to stand by me, you sort of to stand against me and side with my enemies. And that's how Klaus be like. He's just very poetic with his words, man. Even when he's raging. Like the bond, the brotherhood in this show was just incredible, man. The family dynamics, it's like, dang, bro, so deep. I was like off the edge of my seat, man. But this is how Elijah be like. I believe that when you love someone and that person loves you, in return, you're uniquely vulnerable. They have power to hurt you. That's like nothing else. He always be touching on this. He's like, no one hurts my family and lives. No one. Family is power, Niklaus. Love, loyalty, that's power. You listened very carefully. I told a good friend that I'll do my best to spare the lives of the people. You leave now, and I'll do my very best to honor that. And if you stay, the situation becomes irrefutably awkward. And yeah, that's basically how Elijah be acting. I enjoy that very much. Alright, this is actually the one show that actually made me shed a tear. I think I shed a tear to Noah's when I was younger, I'm not sure though. But this one, like, I had a tear rolling down my eye. And like a real dude, I took a video of it. But like, that's in my Snapchat. But still, man, this show made me cry. Like, I was like, dang, I never knew a show could make me cry. And that's why it had to be on this top 10 list. Man, can't wait to rewatch it. Alright, and that is all for my top 10 shows of all time. And maybe I'm forgetting something that should have been on there. I don't know, but to do all top 10, like, from every genre, it was hard. I had to kick some things out. But, like, hey, I hope y'all enjoyed. I see y'all next Friday, okay? Video every Friday. Y'all like, comment, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Hope y'all enjoy, man. See y'all. Peace.